Looking for a great hosting solution? Check our website for prices. First, what you need to do is to update the server packages. You can do this by the following command. Install the Nginx web server and mariadb-server. After that, install the packages that provides the ability to add third-party repository and software source by using the following command. Adds a personal package archive PPA for the latest PHP version maintained by ondrej. Install the latest version of PHP and several important PHP extensions necessary for running a web server, along with useful tools like Git, curl, and bash compilation. Edits the PHP configuration file to set the memory limit, allowing PHP to use memory. I also modified the PHP file upload size limit to the next. After that, change the post size limit in PHP, which control the maximum size of post data. Enables and configure the op cache memory consuming to these megabytes. Restart the PHP FPM service to apply all changes. Next, opens the Nginx configuration file for editing using the NANO editor. Configure Nginx to listen on the next port and points to the Shopware installation directory. Handles PHP require using fast CGE and set up error logs for debugging. After that, test the Nginx configuration to ensure there are no syntax errors. Create a symbolic link from the sites available directory to sites enabled, enabling the Shopware site configuration. Reload the Nginx service to apply the new configuration without fully restarting the service. Open the MySQL Maria database command and create the database user. I also grant L privileges to this user, flush privileges, and exit. You need to remove the Maria database and install the latest version. Run the following command to completely remove Maria database packages, including server, client, and related configuration. Removes unnecessary dependencies that were installed with Maria database but are no longer required. Clears out the local repository of retrieving packages file, saving disk space. Opens the Maria database source list to manually add the repository for the latest Maria database version. Add the repository to Maria database 10.11. Specify the Ubuntu version. Import the GPG key from Maria database repository to verify the authenticity of the packages. Update the package list to reflect the newly added Maria database repository. After that, install the latest version of Maria database from the newly added repository. After all, verify the installed version of MariaDB. Now, download the latest Shopware installer from the official GitHub repository. Create a directory for Shopware installation. Change the ownership of the Shopware directory to the next user and group. Set the a priority permission on the Shopware directory. Change the current directory to the Shopware installation folder. Install Composer and PHP Dependencies Manager. After that, install Shopware using Composer by running the following command. And finally, you need to create the production cache directory for Shopware. After that, ensure that the next user has full ownership over the entire Shopware directory and set the appropriate permission. Now, you can open the web browser and going to your domain name. You will see the Shopware installation. Here will be the latest version that are in GitHub. Now everything what you need is to complete the installation by web browser. That's it. If you have any question, please leave them in the comments.